is Amira McKee, and I'm going to talk to you today about birth control. Now, birth control has been around for millennia. Ways in which women can prevent pregnancy. My favorite past form of contraception is crocodile excrement. Now, we've come a long way from crocodile excrement through research and studies and clinical trials. We have developed contraceptives today to be more effective, accessible, and safe. But we haven't quite reached our goal yet. Accessibility. When people think about accessibility, they think financial accessibility. How much money does it cost? But there are other barriers, including religious and social accessibility. For example, many women today prefer to use the hormonal pill form of contraception and condoms. Now, condoms are easily accessible in terms of money and where to get them. They don't require a prescription and they don't require input from a physician. But they lack intimacy, and many women receive much judgment for carrying condoms, socially, religiously, and culturally. Condoms are still very effective in terms of preventing HIV at 85%. But in studies done by Van der Straten, many women preferred injections, tablets, rings, and other forms of contraceptives due to the convenience. With the pill, you have to remember to take it every day at a particular time. And if not, it throws off your hormone balances and particularly gives unforeseen side effects. With these other forms of contraceptives, you don't have to worry about these things. But, seen through many trials, when women preferred these other contraceptives, they were only available to them through these studies and not normally at their local clinics. In addition to accessibility in terms of financially and their own location, there is social inaccessibility. For example, the contraception gap in America. In a report by Prescott, Americans' accessibility to safe and effective new birth control methods have been hampered drastically over the last decade by political hostility and inadequate government funding contraceptive research and technology. This is very important, as there are other forms of contraception all around the world that are not available at all in America. In addition to this, there often is a blockade around Planned Parenthood centers. This is important to know because Planned Parenthood is not only a place for abortive measures. It is also about preventing pregnancy in the first place and helping women after they give birth with how they plan to raise their child or have a safer option for this child's guardians. With blockades around many Planned Parenthood centers, there's a mental and emotional inaccessibility. On to safety. Many women, as I said before, prefer the hormonal pill contraception. But they just tolerate side effects such as pain, heavy or irregular bleeding, and mood changes, which they associate with their use of contraception anyway. Multiple side effects of many contraceptives include mood swings, depression, bleeding and spotting, abdominal and back pain, elevated blood pressure, headaches, nausea, bloating, insulin resistance, blood clots, increased risk of heart attack, increased risk of ovarian cyst, increased risk of breast cancer, and many more. For a more visual example, I have highlighted the side effects of my own personal birth control as seen through the instructive manual that comes with it. The highlights are in blue and green. As you can see, most of this very large page is covered in highlights, and I try not to repeat side effects. This shows as the immense amount of side effects of hormonal birth control simply to not have a kid. This only accounts for side effects of young and healthy women who are on this hormonal types of birth control, and it varies depending on what form of hormonal birth control you use. Additionally, the disruption of menopause and bleeding patterns is very often occurring in the use of hormonal birth control. Because of this, it is difficult to see when birth control can safely stop being used. Other forms of contraception, such as implants, injections, IUDs, and more, are also dangerous, as they mask the effects of diseases like endometrial cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and the own internal complications with the device itself. There is also the chance of women with epilepsy having a large impact due to hormonal birth control. The hormone levels that are altered by the pill disrupt anti-epileptic drugs. So not only are women with epilepsy at a significant risk from taking the hormonal birth control itself, but they are at greater risk at receiving their own seizures and messing up their daily lives. But with all of these side effects, the pill is still preferable for a majority of women. Research should be shifted to producing safe and discreet contraceptives readily accessible to women despite culture, religion, location, or more. The discreet option allows for women who are not outwardly preventing their pregnancy to have a chance to control their own bodies. The research needs to be shifted towards safetyness and not altering a woman's body so much that she feels sick, when the option is a woman's health or the health of a potentially unwanted baby. It's very difficult. So, as research continues further, it needs to move toward not only effectiveness, as it has proved to be done, but accessibility and safety. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great day.